And welcome back into GFL Memorial's Garden from Sault Ste. Marie. Sioux Greyhounds and the Sarnia Sting in their first of two meetings this season. These two teams are in the tightest of playoff battles that we have seen in years. And one has to come away with a victory this afternoon, and the other will go home empty-handed. Here's Hookie to a large early chance. Good save by Carson Churchy, and he holds on for the Sarnia Sting. Sting collecting 3 out of 4 points in that series against the Saginaw Spirit. Very important points. They're now ahead of the Greyhounds in the standings by a point. Here's Virgilio breaking in, shoots, kicked out, they score! Loose puck and a rebound cleaned up. It's 1-0 Greyhounds. Well, Sault Ste. Marie strikes first, and it comes early here in period one. Good start for them as they trail Sarnia by a point in the standings. Here's Virgilio. McMillan moves in. Cornwall is 2 points behind the Greyhounds, and there's a shot that's stopped by Schenkel. Holds on to that for the Greyhounds. Greyhounds, obviously, they play better at home than they do on the road this season. Cornwall Colts, 1 point behind Sarnia. So they are basically tied in the standings with the Sioux Greyhounds. But they are behind Sioux in terms of win column, as it's picked up and played along, now taken by Burke. So currently, Cornwall is out of the playoffs, and it's Sioux and Sting in the last spot as a shot scores. Well, that'll help Cornwall a little bit, as the Sarnia Sting have tied it up early here in the first, and it's Nolan Burke staying red hot. Scored all 4 goals last game against Saginaw, and has the first here tonight. Looks like it may have changed direction by hitting one of the Greyhounds in front, and that fooled Schenkel in a tie game. Face-off one back controlled. Here's McConnell. Barker in on the left side. Bumped off the puck. Sarnia has control. Houston Hurt with it. Drops that off to McDonald. Angus McDonald through center, weaving his way through, and Watson took that back. McConnell, Barker on the right. Hit, but loses it in the corner. Played up ahead for McDonald. Here goes Angus McDonald, taken down hard and sent it to the far corner. Kai Schwent taking his man to the boards. Schenkel plays it free to Carlisle. Carlisle hit off the puck there. Picked up by the Sting. There's a good pass. McDonald backhand scores! Angus McDonald, the patience, and Sarnia has taken the lead here in the first. 2-1. As they go back-to-back here, pretty backhand through the 5-hole. Face off back to center ice. 2-1, Sarnia in front. Drawn one back, controlled, Burkowski to Savard. Circling around, and there's an opportunity. Mass playing that for Easton. Wainwright. Wainwright winds and shoots. Good save. Schenkel, he scooped that, and he holds on for a face-off. Greyhounds now trailing this opening period 2-1. So here's the draw. And brought in and out of the zone. Here come the Greyhounds in, looking from the right side. Mass took it back for Easton Wainwright. Wainwright with speed. He has Zach Felak. Here come the Sting, 2-on-1. There's a pass, and looking to finish. Just rolled wide of the net. Now it's swung out midair, and Schenkel has it, and he holds on for the Greyhounds. Chances have been there in this opening period, but it is a 2-1 Sarnia lead. So here's the face-off. One back controlled by Burkowski. Trying to get out of his own zone. Here's Cloutier on the left with speed. Hit by the Sting as it gets in deep. Sarnia needs to keep on winning. 3 wins away from clinching a playoff spot if they can win here tonight. Here's Felak shooting down low, and Schenkel comes up with the stop and holds on. Sarnia has to take advantage of this 2-game series with the Sioux Greyhounds. His next one back at home for them, obviously. It'll be an alternate night for the Sarnia Sting back in Sarnia. The last alternate night was a reminder of what this team is capable of. Down 3-0 in the game for the Mississauga Steelheads. They came back to win 7-4. It was 3-1 into the third period for Mississauga. More than halfway through. Game a 3-2 game, 3-3 tie. Mississauga took the lead in the final 3 minutes. Sarnia responded with a tying and go-ahead goal and 2 empty netters. So Dalen Moses heads off as a penalty here against Sarnia. Sioux to the power play, down 2-1 late here in the first. Here's the draw. One back by the Greyhounds. Virgilio shooting, deflecting, kicked out by Chartier. Now here's McMillan down low, feeding that behind the goal out front. Allard, there's a chance. That was blocked. Nolan Burke takes off the other way with it. Here's Nolan Burke, waits, shoots, and that one just snuck through but wide. DeVoe, drop for Burke. Burke winds and shoots, and a great glove save again by Schenkel, tested there. 3:15 to go in the first. Sarnia 2, Sault Ste. Marie 1. Here's the draw. Controlled by McConnell Barker. And now brought in ahead. In come the Greyhounds as that goes to the far corner. DeVoe has it. Sends that back into the Greyhound zone. Round it goes. Nolan Burke taking his man to the boards but lost the puck. McConnell Barker up ahead. Dinantino. Here's Watson. Breakaway. Watson's in alone. And a great save by Carson Chartier. Late here in period 1. Thompson down low to Watson. Watson looks for a lane. None there. Picked up behind the goal. Looking out front. Save made by Carson Chartier. Down low again. Dinantino stopped. And Chartier holds on to that for Sarnia. And a face-off in the Sting zone. So here's the draw. It will come to the right side of the Sarnia goal here. One back picked up. Nathan O'Mary. Up for Angus McDonald. He gave that away. Here's Thompson. Hookie with it. Hookie to McMillan. Back again over. And that will end the first period. 2-1 Sarnia for 20 minutes. Shots a goal after one, 9-6 for the Sting. They lead 2-1. Hits are 8-2 Sarnia. Faceoffs 11-1 for Sault Ste. Marie. 0 for 1 on the power play for the Greyhounds. No power plays for the Sting. 2-1 Sarnia after one. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Memorial Gardens. And the draw one back, picked up by Ryan Brown. It's been ice cold the last few games, but still assisting as here's a chance through the paint. That's just sent wide. Ryan Brown was looking for it. McMillan. Here they come inside. Race to the goal. That shot knocked away and wide. Picked up by the Greyhounds. Down low. Backhand. Save Carson Chartier. Houston Hurt with it. Gave that away. Allard to Hookie down low. Another one. That one fluttered in and a glove save made by Chartier. Dalen Moses gets it in deep. Round it goes far boards. Ryan Brown was after it. Virgilio was there. Here's Hookie in his own zone. Just trying to get it out. That pass missed. And Moses and O'Mary, none of them could hold it in. So here comes the face-off. One back, picked up by Virgilio. Here come the Greyhounds inside. Watson looking for a lane, none there. Dinantino, that was blocked. Sting in front, there's Nolan Burke. He'll get it up the left side and in deep. Round it goes, far boards. Here's Nathan O'Mary shooting, save made, rebound, bouncing puck got away. Kept in by the Sting. Round to Romeo. Romeo waits, shoots, that's off a leg. Watson. Romeo tried to keep it in, didn't work too well. Ryan Brown was there to help out. Stolen back by Watson. Hit in the corner. Rolling out in front of the goal, but no one there to clean it up for the Sting. Here come the Greyhounds the other way. Romeo trying to defend. That shot was blocked, and the Sting take off the other way. Halfway, still a 2-1 lead for them. Schwinn, drop back. There's Chandler. Romeo goes to the corner. McDonald back. That pass missed. Romeo waits now, shoots, and let it fly, and Schenkel is there. Face off here to the right side of the Sioux net. 2-1 Sarnia still past the halfway mark in this one. All scoring in the first. There's a shot. Glove save against Schenkel. We've seen a lot of glove saves from both netminders tonight. Sarnia fighting to move up even further in the standings. They're in the second last playoff spot. Good place to be right now compared to where they were about a week ago. Here's a shot looking for a tip. Schenkel's there with the answer and holds on once again for the Greyhounds. 8:38 to go in the second. 2-1 Sarnia. Next game back in Sarnia, obviously. Cornwall fighting for a playoff spot, so Sioux losing would help them catch up because game's in hand. They trail by one win in the standings. This chance to flex in on goal, and it's easily shrugged away. Now Cloutier has a lane. He's in alone, and he's stopped by Carson Chartier. Zach Felak. Sting go the other way, sent in deep. Felak in for Tyson Doucette. Doucette shoots, that's blocked, got it back. That was blocked again. Felak to the point. No one there but Duarte, and he just gets it out. Here's DeVoe in his own zone. Feeds that back ahead through center to Zach Felak. Felak will just send it back in. Round 4, far boards. Here's Tyson Doucette shooting. That's off away. Picked up by Cloutier. Hit there. Doucette finds it to Young. Easton, Wainwright. Here's Wainwright weaving his way into the zone. Far corner, but Carlisle has it, and he'll bring it out. Here's Carlisle, and here come the Greyhounds. Duarte to the goal. That one knocked away. Rebound, they score! Down low. Kicked home, and we're tied again. So Cloutier gets the goal, and we are all even at 2 late here in the second. Here's Virgilio. He'll bring it in, and now Cornwall's got to be shaking their heads. It's a brand new game. Nathan O'Mary up ahead for Carter Kostic. Well, Cornwall knows how important it is for Sarnia to win, even though that will keep them ahead in the standings. Lomanak backhand, it rolled to the net. Schenkel plays it down, or no, he elects to hold with 6 seconds to go in the period. 2-2, 6.7 seconds remaining here in the second. Sarnia blowing a lead that they've had all game pretty much. Round one back, here's O'Mary. Centers, there's a shot, it's knocked away by the pads. McMillan hit by McConnell Barker. And that's going to be a 5-minute penalty, and sorry, that was Angus McDonald that got in there. He created some trouble. Shots a goal in the game are 16-11 for Sarnia. 2-2 after 2 here in Sault Ste. Marie. The hits are 12-6 for Sarnia. Faceoffs 13-6 for the Greyhounds. Power plays 0 for 1. Sarnia hasn't had one. 5-minute minor for the Sting to kill to start the third period. Tied at 2. Welcome into period 3 here tonight from GFL Memorial Gardens in Sault Ste. Marie. Greyhounds a big 5-minute power play to start the third. The Sting win the draw and send it in wide of the goal. Here's Thompson in his own zone. Sting, one of the best short-handed teams in the league this season, but they're going to have to get back and defend here. Hookie, here's the pass, kicked out by Chartier, and the rebound knocked away as well, and back down the ice it goes. Almost a minute already gone here in the 5-minute minor. Virgilio hit hard, and that's going to take exception as Thompson steps in against Tyson Doucette. What an ugly hit. That's back-to-back from the Sarnia Sting, and it looks like it's going to be a clear 5-on-3. They're not doing themselves any favors here early in the third. No, and you can't be affording to take these penalties because they're not going to help you. And in this case, they've already blown their lead heading into the third, and now they're going to be short 2 men. Not helpful for them. It's going to be a 5-on-3, and it's going to be the second straight game misconduct in this game for the Sarnia Sting. So 2 5-minute minors back-to-back. The first time this season this has happened on the team. It's going to be a long 5-on-3. For 4 minutes, they will have a 5-on-3. 2 5-minute minors in a row. It's sent back into the zone. Here's Burke racing in, and he almost finished on that. Still has it. He's in alone, the only Sting player. Trying to break to the goal. Burke winds, he shoots. Didn't get all of that. It goes into the corner. Hit there, now Burke picks it up. Romeri, down low, gave that away. Here comes Virgilio, only one Sting player back. And he did his job well. Big hit there in the corner, and now that's going to be a penalty. He was not touching the puck. It's going to be interference now. Ryan Mast will head off, and the Sarnia Sting penalty box is full here in the third period. All 3 seats taken now. For Sarnia, you've let this game get away. It was a 2-1 lead, yes, and you know 1 goals aren't going to stand usually, but you cannot afford to take 3 penalties in a row, including 2 game misconducts in a row. And then a sloppy hooking penalty. Here's Zach Felak off the boards, and it's picked up by Dinantino. Still a 5-on-3 for a while here, and they'll be on a 5-on-4 after that expires. Big hit on McConnell Barker. Now the Sting looked to go the other way. They couldn't, though. Kept in. Watson, great play to Bo. Another chance. Great save. Kirsten Churchy. Felak's on it for Chandler Romeo. And all the Sting can do is try to kill this off as they feed it back into the Greyhound zone. Picked up by DeVoe. Kicking it in the zone and around the far boards. There's Watson. McConnell Barker's there. Now Carlisle one-on-one with Chandler Romeo. Here's Carlisle. There's the shot block. Got it back. It's kicked out and cleared by the Sarnia Sting and down the ice. A minute to go in the 5-on-3. Big hit. Felak's after it. He's the only man there. And Dinantino got that back for Watson. Knocked off by DeVoe. Sting back in their own zone to get it. Romeo clears out to center ice. Carlisle with it again. Re-entering the zone is McConnell Barker. There's a hit. And a big and important one as it's chipped up ahead for Romeo. Down to a 5-on-4 now. Here's Carlisle. For McConnell Barker. Now Dinantino. Burkowski in for McConnell Barker. There's an opening. And the Sting get back and a good play there. Easton Wainwright will just send it back in. Power play just about to expire. And we're finally back to full strength. The Sting find a way to kill it off. A much needed penalty kill. Wainwright, big hit on Dinantino. Carlisle has it. It's kept in by the Sting. Carlisle, challenged by Domestikov. It's picked up by Easton Wainwright. He'll center for Dalen Moses. Back to the point. There's a shot through traffic. Trying to spin it in on goal was Wainwright. And he lost the puck. He'll go back after it again. Now he gets it back in the corner. Having some trouble with Curtis Sayev. Domestikov puts it to the goal. Bouncing puck on the rebound. And the only ones there were the Greyhounds to get it out. 9:12 to go, third period. Tied at 2 here from Sault Ste. Marie. Dalen Moses, he'll get it in. That's sent wide of the net. Picked up by Artiseyev. He's taken down, and that's going to be another penalty. An ugly third period for the Sarnia Sting. It's penalty after penalty. And eventually they'll come back to bite you. Tied at 2, 7:57 to go in the third. And if Cornwall's watching this right now, they're hoping that Sarnia can pull out a win here in the final few minutes of play. Got to start by killing off another penalty here in the third period. It's been an ugly third. Probably their worst third period this season for taking bad penalties. Brought in, here's McMillan, and he had a step, and he was stopped. Virgilio centers off the post. It had Churchy beat, but it hit iron. Down low, here's another look. That's blocked, and it's carried out by Nathan O'Mary. Centers it over, but Thompson was the only stick in the lane. McMillan, he'll get it in deep. Nathan O'Mary's to it. 20 seconds to go on the kill, and he sends it the length of the ice. Stinger on it. Ryan Mast is in alone! And a good save made there by Schenkel. That came out of the blue. Hookie goes the other way. Now it's picked up by the Sting again. Nolan Burke, and he is offside. 5:10 to go, third period. Tied at 2 here from Sault Ste. Marie. The tightest of playoff races we've seen in quite some time. Sarnia Sting and the Sioux Greyhounds battling for another spot as another penalty's coming to Sarnia. Another ugly call. Easton Wainwright with a trip. And Sarnia back to the kill once again for the 5th time in this third period. Here's the draw right side of the Sting goal. One back by Sarnia. Mitch Young is there to clear. Dalen Moses up the left side, and he'll just get it back in deep. Stinger on it. Nolan Burke to the goal. Burke couldn't finish. It rolled off his stick. Dalen Moses was there. McMillan. Here comes Allard with Hookie. Has an opening. Breaks to the net. That shot fed wide. Hurt to Young. Here is Burke. Nolan Burke through center. Gave it away. Allard back with it. Hookie to Allard. Good save, Churchy. Dalen Moses with it. 25 seconds left on the rush. Moses lost the puck. Tries to get it back. McMillan is there. And another penalty killed off. Great job by the Sarnia Sting. Here's a chance, though, and a high riser. Knocked away by Carson Churchill. Sting, here's Mitch Young in his own zone. Far pass for Easton Wainwright. He's in alone. Wainwright shoots. He fired that wide. It's picked up again by the Greyhounds at their own end. Thompson spinning off the forecheck there, hitting the corner. Sting get it to the front. No shot. And now it's Hookie. He'll carry it out. Much valuable points in this one. On the line, Thompson, but offside against Sarnia. 43 seconds to go in the third. Tied at 2. Cornwall Colts tied with the Greyhounds in the standings, but the Greyhounds win column looks better, so they're ahead of Cornwall. Cornwall's just out of a playoff spot, and Sarnia's in the second last spot. Here's Wainwright for Domestikov. He'll just feed it in for Sarnia. Greyhounds, it looks like, are at least going to get a point out of this tonight, and that is big for them. Here's a shot that goes wide of the net. A rifler. Domestikov. Inside the Sioux zone, Kurtisev is there to Dinantino. McConnell Barker. Kurtisev. And you cannot rely on the Sarnia Sting in overtime this season. They are now 1-6. They lost their last overtime game. That was in Saginaw. And that was just 2 games ago. They're going to see overtime again here tonight. They're the worst overtime team in the league, again, as we mentioned, at 1-6. 1 win, 6 losses. They go to overtime tonight here in Sault Ste. Marie. Shots to goal in the game are 20 for the Sting, 16 for the Greyhounds. 2-2 after 3. The hits are 26-11 Sarnia. Faceoffs 15-11 for the Greyhounds. They are 0 for 7 on the power play. Sarnia hasn't had one. Welcome into overtime tonight. Sarnia Sting looking to break a overtime curse. They've lost 5 overtime games in a row. Looking to snap that streak here tonight. Here's Thompson with it. Just started overtime, and now here's a 2-on-1. Allard in for the Greyhounds, and he lost it there. Tries to get it back down in the corner. Sting pick it up. That's put ahead for Burke. Here's Nolan Burke with it. Burke weaves his way through center. Tried to play it to the net. Ryan Brown was looking for the puck, and it got away. Virgilio, Allard, there's Burke, back ahead for Brown. Ryan Brown in overtime to win it. Centers it over instead of taking the shot, and the best chance that was available was not taken. Here's Allard. Yeah, he went for the pass, and as soon as you go for the pass, you take away that chance to win the game. Here's a pass ahead for Dalen Moses. This might work out, though. Pass ahead. There it comes, and they score! Ryan Mass to Max Domestikov. And the Sarnia Sting snap a 5 overtime losing streak. It's their second overtime win of the season now, 2-6. They take the extra point here in Sault Ste. Marie, 3-2 tonight in overtime. A much needed win for the Sarnia Sting. That puts them now 3 points ahead of Cornwall and the Greyhounds in the standings. Oh, sorry, now only 2 because the Greyhounds got a point out of this, but that keeps them a game ahead of Sault Ste. Marie in the standings with this win tonight. Cornwall has some ground to pick up now. They sure do. As Sarnia takes this one of a final score 3-2, they stay now 2 points behind the Greyhounds because the Greyhounds got a point out of it. So 1 win will tie the Greyhounds in the standing for Cornwall.